Hello YouTubers, Paul here, your channel host, welcome to my channel. Well, just getting ready to go up to Seahouses for the day. I'm actually using for the first time my disabled rail card. It actually arrived on Friday morning for us, so I'm well chuffed with that. Weather today, I sound like a bloody weather forecaster, don't I? It's a bit cloudy out there, looks like it's going to, we had a couple of showers this morning already. I'm going to go up. They've had dolphins on Thursday and Friday this week, so I'm hoping they'll have some today. There was a pod of 24 spotted yesterday off Whitburn heading north, but I don't know if they had any yesterday at Seahouses, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that we'll see some today. So I'll vlog up at Seahouses, and yeah, I'm going to go up the train up to Almouth and then get the bus from there, so cut my journey on the bus in half. Well, at the moment, just up at Seahouses, as you can probably see, just behind us there, right in the distance is the Farne Island. Waiting to go out on the 3 o'clock sailing off the Farne. Don't know which boat I'm going on yet. It's one or two boats, depends on which one is in first. But it's a bit choppy, as you can probably see. Hasn't been any dolphin seen yet today, but who knows, maybe around later on. Anyway, I'm going to get going. Well, at the moment, just on glad Tidings 1. Been on this trip, on this boat once before, and that was last year on election day, when we picked up the people who were coming back in from the landing. It's one of the older boats. Just to see how it's harbour waiting to go out, so vlogging will get out towards the Farne Islands.
Group of the Farne Islands has reached here now. We're 2 nautical miles from the harbour. Over to the left of the boat there, on the wide open island, those are the grey Atlantic seals you can see there. We have a colony around these islands of between 5 and 6,000, although you never see that many in any one given time. Now unfortunately for its high water at the moment, most of the seals tend to be in the water, not on the rocks. You can pick out the large dark coloured seals. Those are the pearl seals. The cow seals are slightly smaller. When you see them rising in the water, you'll see that the chests are speckled. Now the young grey seals, they are born on the islands further out at the end of November, December time. And when a grey seal is first born, it relies on the rich fatty milk of the cow seal to sustain it for the first 6 weeks of its life, after which it takes to the sea and fends for itself. Now they can grow from 8 to 9 feet long and they'll weigh anything between 6 and 700 pounds. They have a lifespan of around about 35 years. Now the blackbirds you can see up the rock there, the large blackbirds, those are cormorants. They've just returned to the islands in the last month or so. During the winter, they leave these islands and they go out onto the local streams and estuaries. Now we can see the nests there, you can see one or two nests. When they built these nests, they can be anything up to half a metre high. That's the cormorant. They have a distinctive white mark at this time of year on the side of each wing there. This is Stable Island, what comes up alongside now. This is one of the main bird sanctuaries in the Farne Islands group. Got lots of guillemots next here. Those are the majority of the birds you can see there. Chocolate brown back with the white chest. And it's a member of the oak family. Another one here on the guillemot chest. When they're here, you can't really put a pin between them when they're all stood on the cliffs there. Now the guillemot, it doesn't build a nest as such, it just lays its egg on the bare rock. Shaped like a pear, does it stop or move, it just spins round in a circle and it doesn't come over the cliff edge. Now these tall stacks that stand apart from Stable Island, those are the famous pinnacle stacks, all of them there in total, and at the height of the season they counted 2,000 guillemots nesting on the tops of there. The small grey and white gulls you can see on the cliff faces, those are kittiwakes. You might be able to hear them calling out their names. Now that's the smallest seagull we have in the Farne Islands. Stood up on the cliff face there. Now those are shags, a bit like a cormorant, but they're not quite as big. They're about only 2/3 the size of a cormorant. We have these around the Farne Islands all year round. So you do not leave the island. They can tend to get a crest on the top of the head at this time of year, and you may very well see some of them as we go around the islands with their wings outstretched, drying them in the wind and the sun. That's because they lack the natural oil resources of other seabirds and they become waterlogged. So every once in a while they have to come out of the water and dry their wings off. Fortunately we can't get in too close to the rocks because there's a bit of a swell going on at the moment. island. They're a bit scarce today, the puffins. That's a small little black and white bird with a multicoloured beak, sometimes known as the sea parrot. They're just returning to these islands. They've been out on the open sea over the winter, and they just returned to the islands about now. Put a nest. Now the puffins, member of the oak family, like the guillemot, but the puffin, it takes a burrow under the ground, and it has its young underground. It takes a burrow 2 to 3 feet deep and has its young underground. Now the red and white building you can see up front there, that's the Longstone Lighthouse. That was built in 1826 by Trinity House, and that's the lighthouse made famous by Grace Darling and her father when they rescued the 9 survivors from the shipwrecked Forfisher. Now Grace's bedroom window was the top window in the white band there, and it was from there that she spotted the lights of the Forfisher as she went aground on a point of rocks over to our left hand side here. Now Grace and her father, on seeing this, they launched a small rowing cable from the base of the lighthouse and rowed on the other side of the rocks here on the left hand side under shelter from the strong northerly winds that were blowing that night, and rescued the 9 survivors who were sheltering from the strong northerly winds under that high point of rock you can see. Just opposite the boat there now. We were on the other side of that shelter. Now this rescue, it took place on the 7th of September 1838. The SS Forfisher was a luxury paddle steamer. She was heading from Hull to Dundee when one of her boilers exploded, and she drifted aimlessly in the strong northerly wind and went aground on that point of rock directly over to our left there now known as Forfar Rock. Now Grace, she was only 22 when she made this rescue. Unfortunately, 4 years later, she died from tuberculosis, and she's buried in the local churchyard in Bamborough, opposite the Grace Darling Museum, which is well worth a visit if ever you're in that neck of the woods. This is Brownston Island, and there was a road lighthouse building you can see on the island there. The square tower, that was an old coal fire beacon. Used to burn coal and wood on the top of there. In old days to own the sailing ships. Then later on, in 1810, Trinity House built that cottage there, along with the first paraffin lighthouse on these islands. Now we can still see the remains of the paraffin lighthouse on the gable end there. Now Grace Darling, she spent her early childhood in that cottage up till the age of 10 before the Longstone Lighthouse was completed further out there. The cottage today is kept in good repair by the National Trust, who are bird wardens living on the island during the nesting season.
Yes.
island, 16 acres in all, and it's the island that St Cuthbert lived on in the 7th century. The square tower you can see on there, that's Friar's Castle Tower. It was built originally as a fortress when the border wars were going between England and Scotland. That chapel there, that was built in the 1600s by Archdeacon Thorpe, known as St Cuthbert's Chapel. They still have a service there once a year. The White Lighthouse, that's the inner Farne Lighthouse, and it's a fully automatic lighthouse. Now on this island we get lots of Arctic terns, common terns, and sandwich terns nesting, along with puffins, shags, gillymots, and eiderdoons. This island is open to the public between April and the end of October.
Behind us there in the background is Glad Tidings 1, just there in the harbour, and I've just got off it. No dolphins, but lovely day out for a trip out to the Farnes. And yeah, a bit choppy on it on the way out, but yeah, I'm going to get going. Well, it's about 6:30 in the evening, and just overlooking Seahouses harbour at the moment. And it's just to say that this is normally my favourite time of the evening up here, and there's just hardly anyone around. It's just really quiet, just escapism. Anyway, I'm going to go on, and I'll see you later, YouTubers.